Good morning, my name is Nathan Gutsu. I am with ASH Associates, Architectural Security Hardware Associates. We represent Dtex in the California, Arizona, Nevada, and Hawaii markets. And very excited to be here this morning. Grateful that Bill and the team at Access invited us to be a part of the virtual trade show. So this morning what I'd like to discuss is some offerings that Dtex has that perhaps aren't quite as well known as some of our more commonly found items like our Value Series exit devices or our EAX-300 exit alarms, which are commonly found on retail and restaurant applications. About 20 years ago, when Dtex developed the Value Series line, they also came out with what they call their superior heavy-duty grade 1 architectural hardware line. This is our Advantex 10 series rim exit device. And a few things that we really like to point out about our Advantex line of architectural hardware is that all of the exposed surfaces are true stainless steel. You'll notice that when the device is dogged down, it has a very nice, flush, flat profile. This really aids to prevent in any cords, wires, cables, purses getting hung up on anything that might be hanging off of a cart. And you'll also notice that our end cap is ramped at a 45-degree angle. It's also as tall as it is wide, and we also have these heavy gauge fingers that protrude and really encapsulate into the device. And all of these things really help provide, or really help ensure that damage does not occur either to the device or something that might be passing through that opening. Anyone who's been in this business long enough knows that we've all seen exit devices that are missing end caps because a cart was coming through in this direction, caught the lip here, and tore the end cap off. And so we feel that these features really lend our devices to use in high traffic, high abuse applications, and we would certainly consider gates to be a high traffic, high abuse application. Along with wanting to have product that was superior for indoor applications, Dtex really decided that they would also focus on product for outdoor applications. And they developed a process they call weatherization. So any of our mechanical devices can be ordered weatherized. And what that is we have a special coating that we put on our internal mechanicals that really helps to prevent rust, inhibit corrosion, and make sure the device has enough lubrication for its intended life cycle. We provide 4 different weatherized electrified options. We have devices that can be electrified by battery, so they'll have an alarm electrified by battery for outdoor applications. We have request to exit, function by which the device can be, an alarm can be bypassed. We have weatherized electric latch retraction, and what I've brought here today to kind of discuss in a little bit more detail is our weatherized delayed egress. Delayed egress is a way of ensuring a secure perimeter while at the same time allowing for immediate egress in the event of an emergency or fire situation. However, you always would want to check with your AHJ or authority having jurisdiction for use for your particular application. So as much as I would love to be standing in the pouring rain and driving wind, I'll have to settle for being in a nice, warm and dry studio. But what we've got here is our electrified delayed egress device. Now, what you see here is not exactly what you'd get in a weatherized configuration. Your key switch would be in a separate single gang like utility box. The horn would be in a separate, again, single gang utility box. The device does require a power supply, and so if that power supply had to be mounted outdoors, we could also provide a weatherproof what's called a 4X NEMA enclosure. So what I'm going to demonstrate today is how our delayed egress system works. It has a 3 siren sequence, which is nice because you can train staff to know at what stage of the sequence the alarm is in. Right now it is armed, and so it does have a nuisance alarm. So if I happen to tap the device, it's going to say, hey, I'm an alarm device, either back up or, if you're trying to exit, continue. What's going to happen is it's going to go into its 15-second countdown, and then we'll hear another siren to say, okay, now I can be opened, and then a final siren saying, okay, the door has opened. And we'll demonstrate that for you now. Delayed egress systems always have to be tied into a fire alarm system. And so what I'm going to demonstrate now is that a fire alarm has occurred, and we're going to allow for immediate egress. So this button is simulating fire alarm, and now I'm going to hit the push pad. And while we still got the siren, we weren't prevented from exiting for 15 seconds. We also incorporate a remote bypass feature. So if there is a guard station or something like that, somebody wants to allow egress without the alarm, we can demonstrate that. And now someone's free to exit and there is no alarm. This was just a little demonstration of our delayed egress functionality. Again, we have a range of weatherized electrified functions that we can offer. Delayed egress being one of them, but electrified latch retraction, electrified request to exit, and then of course battery-powered exit alarms. Another newish product that Dtex brought onto the market is our EAX-300. Many folks will know our EAX-500 exit alarm. The EAX-300 is a door prop alarm, and both our 500s exit alarms and 300s door prop alarms can also be had in a weatherized configuration, again, making them very useful for gate applications. And so I'm going to demonstrate our 300, and essentially again, it's a door prop alarm. So we don't care how many times somebody is going through an opening, but if somebody happens to prop that gate open, it will alarm after a predetermined amount of time. Now, that can be anywhere from 1 second to 4 minutes. We have this unit set up for 15 seconds. So we've gone into alarm. Again, when you bring the gate closed, alarm shuts off and you're good to go again, passage in and out. So great for places where, hey, you don't care that folks are coming and going. You just want to make sure that nobody has left that gate open.
So Nathan, can you install delayed egress on any door?
No, Bill. You definitely want to check with your AHJ or authority having jurisdiction, typically a fire marshal, just to ensure that it is code compliant for that application.
What type of application would delayed egress be used on?
It's excellent for certain retail applications, schools, especially preschool, kindergarten, possibly up to high school, nursing homes, memory care facilities, anywhere where you just want to ensure that staff knows someone is trying to make perhaps an unauthorized exit.
What is the warranty on these Dtex products?
So our mechanical devices have a 10-year limited warranty, and our electrified functions have a 3-year limited warranty, and that applies to our weatherized devices as well.
Nathan, I want to thank you and ASH Associates for joining us here at our virtual trade show to feature the new products from Dtex.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure to be here, Bill, and I'm happy to be part of Access Hardware's virtual trade show.